we're back with our champion. Craig, those cards sure felt funny for you.
They were lousy.
But you played this game so very well, it's very possible you'll get a chance to do it again.
Very possible.
You have good intuition, and we say that's very important. Okay, Craig, time to put it on the line again.
Okay.
We'll set up 2 brand new decks of cards and meet our next challenger on Card Sharks. Georgia Coy. Hi, Georgia. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Jim.
Will you tell us about yourself?
My name is Georgia Coy. For the present time, in about 3 weeks, I'm going to get louder, meaning that my name will change from Coy to louder as I'm getting married.
Oh, why is it?
I'm from San Luis Obispo, and I work in the hospital business.
Good.
And my favorite hobby is collecting frogs.
Collecting frogs?
Right.
To eat them or what?
No, I've kissed a few, and I found a prince, and he's here with me today.
Oh, wonderful. I know a frog louder. I would have recognized him any place, Georgia, of course. Good to have you here. Relax. You're among friends. Have a good time. You'll play the lower cards, the blue cards. Craig, the upper cards, the red cards. Craig, we asked 100 people. For $1 million tax-free, would you sell your soul to the devil? How many people were willing to sell their soul to the devil?
It depends how many believe in the devil, really, doesn't it? I don't know. I suppose a lot of greedy people. I'd say about 60.
60 would sell their soul to the devil for $1 million, Georgia.
There was a movie just about that. And I'm going to say, I'm going to go with the movie, I'm going to go lower.
Lower. A lot of agreement on that one. The actual number of people who for $1 million would sell their soul to the devil is 21. Very much lower. Georgia.
Okay.
Georgia, your base card is a 6.
Woo!
Do you want to play that or change it?
I would rather change that, Jim.
Changing it to a 9.
Oh,
Ooh, not a good
not a
change.
whole lot better, but I feel like I should go lower.
Lower than a 9. Yes, with a 4.
Good. 4 is opening my door. I'm going to get Craig. The next one is higher.
Higher than a 4. Oh no, it's a 3. And you lose
Craig.
both cards back to the base card, and Craig gets a free chance to play.
All
a
right,
big
yeah.
ace.
Good.
Lower.
Card.
Lower than an ace. It is a 4.
I'll go higher.
Risking both cards higher than a 4. Yes, with a 9.
Oh, no.
Now we'll freeze. We move the freeze bar over. We'll fill in the spaces for Georgia. And the question to you, Georgia. We asked 100 United States congressmen in Washington, D.C., do you think marijuana should be legalized? How many congressmen said yes, they think marijuana should be legalized?
What an issue. I have heard so many polls on that. I'm going to go with about 67.
67. Higher or lower, Craig?
I have no idea. I'm just going to go lower because I know there's a law against it
You say
somewhere.
lower. I'll be fascinated to see the answer. I mentioned earlier that we were very grateful that the congressmen took part in our poll. It is fascinating to see what their thinking is on something like this. The actual number of congressmen who think marijuana should be legalized is 35. That's lower. Craig.
That's interesting to know.
Craig, do you want that 9?
No, I don't want the 9 at all.
And we'll change the 9 to a 7. About the same thing on the other side of the 8.
Okay. I'll go higher.
Higher than a 7.
Yes!
With a jack.
I'll go for it. Lower.
If this is lower, Craig has the first game of the match. And game number 1 to the champion. And we'll set up for game 2, Janice. Well, pressure's on now. Georgia Coy louder. That's going to be a funny change.
It sure is.
Georgia, you need this game as the same 2 decks of cards are dealt out right off the top. Craig, we asked 100 women, do you think Jimmy Carter is sexy? How many women said yes, they think Jimmy Carter's sexy?
I can't see how anybody could think Jimmy Carter's sexy, really. I suppose there's a few kooks. I don't know, 8?
8 women found Jimmy Carter sexy.
That's a tough question. I feel that way myself, but the women of America tend to go with their president. I'm going to say it's a little bit higher.
Think they're higher?
Yeah. It's
Well, you
against
know,
my own self.
There's going with your president and going with your president. I mean, when you talk about sexy, you're real. Well, the actual number of women who think Jimmy Carter is sexy is 15. A little higher, Georgia.
Let's get a good base card.
Let's see if we can start
I need
Georgia
it.
off with a 7.
Oh, I could change that one, please.
See if we can improve it. Oh, an 8. You're having trouble with those changes.
My, not a good card, but I'm going to hope for a lower one.
Lower than an 8, she says, and no, it's a jack.
Wow, tough
Not
break.
lower, and again,
Tough
Craig
break.
gets a chance to play free. A 4.
Okay, I'll keep that and go
card.
higher.
Higher than a 4.
Yes.
With a 6.
I'm gonna go higher.
Higher than a 6.
Lower.
Yeah.
What's an 8?
Oh, no!
Freezing right up the
tough
middle. Craig needs
position.
2 cards for the championship. Georgia, don't despair.
position.
Don't despair. Smile. Try this. We asked 100 unmarried women. When you are out with an attractive man, what bothers you more? When he tries too hard or when he doesn't try at all? Now, how many women said they are more bothered when their date does not try at all?
Boy, being a single woman, I'm not going to commit myself, but I would say about 65 of the women.
65 are
about
more
that.
bothered when the date doesn't try at all, Craig.
Well, I think really most women, that they think they're interested if they do try something, so I'm gonna have to say higher.
Even higher than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The actual number of unmarried women who are more bothered when their date doesn't try at all is 48. It's not higher, Georgia.
Please change my base card. I need
Get
some
rid of that
good.
8 even before I get over here.
All
Now you made a good
all
change.
right. Next card's going to be lower.
Lower than a king, and it is very much lower with a 2.
All right, here I go. Next one's higher.
Higher than a 2. Yes.
Okay, lower.
Lower than a
I'm going
king.
for the win.
A 3.
I'm going to win this
To
one.
tie up the match higher. It is. Wow. We're tied. 1-1. Each player with 1 game and $100. And let's set up for the
Great, it's
tiebreaker.
tough.
Got a good match going, so let's keep it going with the tiebreaker, and we'll set up with just 3 cards up there and 3 questions. Good match. Craig, question to you. We asked 100 millionaires across the country, do you take out the garbage? How many millionaires said yes, they take out the garbage?
If they're millionaires, most likely they'll have servants or something to take out the garbage. I'll say very few. 25.
25 millionaires take out the garbage,
This
Georgia.
is tough. I'm going with the audience. I feel good with lower.
Lower than that even.
Yes.
The actual number of millionaires who said they take out the garbage is 71, not lower. Craig.
If he keeps up, he's going to be one.
Your base card, Craig, is a queen.
I'll keep that and I'll go lower.
Lower than a queen.
Oh, yeah!
No,
Higher!
please.
For the championship higher. He did it again. Wow. Craig, you keep playing those cards. Great, Georgia. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you had fun.
I really did.
Good luck in your forthcoming marriage.
Thank you.
Thank you, Georgia. Georgia Coy. Come on down it, Craig.
I'm gonna try this time with that board.
This time you're going to do it.
I'm gonna try, yeah.
I hope so. Right now, we'll take time out for this commercial message.